So you finally find a reference that you want to draw, and then you get to the eyes.
Oh my God! Bruh.
So today I'm going to show you how to fix that, and you will never make this mistake ever again. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you know I'm going to show you the wrong version first, and then the correct version after, so you could see the comparison between the two. And don't mind the sketch, it was a very rough sketch. I'm just trying to focus on showing you guys the eyes first. So most people, they'll start off with the center line. All right, cool. They'll do the little guideline for the eyes as well. But then here's where they mess up. They'll draw their first line for the eye, and then they'll draw their next line, and then they'll throw in more and more detail. This is exactly how your eyes end up lopsided and uneven, and they don't look like they line up. Yes, you might have your little guideline for the eyes. However, if you go ahead and start putting in all your detail into one eye, once you get to the next one, it's going to be harder to replicate what you just did. This is just how the brain works, okay? If you complete one side of the face first and then try to jump to the other side, it's just gonna be a lot harder for you to line up everything. Now, unless you're one of those weird people that just copy paste your eyes, hey look, I'm not judging, but if you truly want to get better, I will show you the proper way so you don't run into the issue of having the eyes look different. As you can clearly see here, one eye is smaller than the other, and they don't really line up properly either. Plus, copy paste doesn't even work in a 3/4 view or any other view that's not the front. Anyways, let me go ahead and show you the proper way to do this. So when drawing eyes, you want to draw them at the same time. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to draw the upper eyelid of one side, go ahead and draw the upper eyelid of the other side. And if you're going to draw the lower eyelid of one side, go ahead and draw in the lower eyelid of the other side. Doing this is going to make sure that both sides are even, and that you don't get caught up in too much detail into one eye too quickly, too early on into your drawing. Because again, the whole point in drawing both sides at the same time is to make sure they actually look symmetrical. And trust me when I say this, doing this method is so much easier than focusing on one eye at a time. And you will actually get done with your drawing faster doing it with this method of drawing each eye at the same time. And don't worry about it being perfect, or like if every single line and curve that you make looks like the other side. This isn't about perfection, okay? Art is not about getting the perfect line. All it is doing the best of your ability. That's all it is. It does not have to look exactly the same, because realistically, everyone's face is not perfectly symmetrical. As long as you can make your drawing look believable, that's all that matters at the end of the day. And now that you can see both sides of the eyes, clearly you could tell that this is way better than the first example. I'm gonna give you guys another quick tip about the measurements for the eye. Now, usually they're going to be an equal eye length apart from each other. That's why you see that space in between the eyes. It's going to be divided up, as you can see here with the lines that I'm making. That's typically the measurements for most eyes. Again, it could be different depending on the person, but normally this would be the measurements for the eyes, an equal eye length apart. Again, I know the sketch for like the rest of the face looks kind of rough. This was not the focus of the video. We're not worried about the nose, we're not worried about the mouth, we're not worried about where the jawline is going. We are not worried about any of that right now. I could cover that in a different video in the future, but for today we were just focusing on how to get the eyes to look symmetrical to each other. And also your style, however you choose to draw, is obviously going to look different from someone else's drawing, right? Like for me, for example, I don't like to draw super realistic eyes. I like to stylize them in my own way on how I prefer them to look. And you guys should too. Anyways, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If it helped you out, go ahead and share it. But other than that, I will see you guys next time.